When you hear the name Donald Trump, what comes to your mind? You probably think of headlines, controversies, powerful business deals, television shows, or his time as president of the United States. His name is synonymous with ambition, power, and politics. But there's a side of him that many people overlook, a side that reveals compassion, kindness, and humanity. Trump has lived a life that's been defined by immense success, undeniable ambition, and years of making headlines for his decisions, speeches, and achievements. His life is one of business deals, political rallies, and media attention. However, today I want to share a story with you, one that gives a glimpse into a different side of him, a side that isn't about wealth, power, or politics, but about kindness, empathy, and leadership through simple, meaningful actions. This isn't the story of his business empire or his political campaigns. This isn't a story filled with slogans, rallies, or boardroom negotiations. This is a story about a moment of unexpected kindness, a quiet act of compassion during a seemingly ordinary evening, and how it changed the course of a stranger's life. So sit back and let me take you on a journey through New York, ambition, and a moment that defines the very essence of kindness. I don't know, she whispered, her voice barely audible. I'm not sure how I got here. Her words came in fragments at first, hesitant, unsure, almost as though she feared speaking would make her story feel too real. She shared her struggles, her failing health, the financial difficulties that had kept her up for nights, the loneliness that crept into her life when there was no one to lean on. Her voice shook as she shared her fears and her overwhelming sense of isolation. She felt lost, hopeless, and invisible. Her words painted a life of challenges, one of struggle, pain, and unanswered questions. Trump listened intently. He didn't rush her. He didn't offer empty advice or dismiss her words. He just listened, focused, kind, and present. It's a rare thing for someone to give their full attention to another human, being without judgment or distraction, especially in a moment when they could be thinking about their own goals or business strategies. But Trump didn't do that. His heart was in this moment. He saw her. He heard her. By the time her story ended, she looked at him, unsure if her words mattered or if anyone could truly understand what she was going through. But Trump did something unexpected. "I'll help you," he said simply. Those words came without fanfare, without promises of political speeches or public declarations. They weren't words meant to impress. They were words meant to comfort. And they worked. New York City is always alive. The sound of car horns, flashing lights, bustling crowds, and skyscrapers scraping the sky creates a symphony of ambition and dreams. The air always feels fresh but sharp, filled with the promise of success and the weight of challenges. New York is a city where life moves fast, where deals are made with handshakes, and the opportunities feel endless. But behind its beautiful skyline and bright lights is a city of real people, working through their own struggles. It was in this city during the 1970s, a time when ambition felt even larger, and New York was a hub of opportunity, that a young businessman, Donald Trump, was working to build his name. He was still learning the ropes of real estate, business strategies, and leadership. New York was his proving ground, and he was fully immersed in its energy. Like any ambitious leader, Trump was busy traveling, making business moves, and carving out his own space in the world. Trump's life was demanding. He had his daily business meetings, commitments, and responsibilities. His days were filled with challenges, goals, and constant movement. However, one evening he found himself staying at a luxury hotel in the heart of the city. His life at that time was all business, always on the go, but nothing could prepare him for what he was about to encounter. It was a crisp evening as Trump prepared himself for another meeting. The hotel lobby was alive with the usual crowd, people on their way to check in, families heading to their rooms, business professionals sipping their coffees, and travelers trying to unwind after long trips. The golden glow of the lights cast a warm, inviting hue over the polished floors and shiny surfaces. Trump, suited, professional, and confident, was about to step into his next meeting when something caught his eye. He noticed her. She was sitting quietly on a leather couch by herself, her face lowered, her hands trembling slightly as they rested on her lap. She looked weary, frail, and completely out of place amidst the luxury of the well-lit hotel lobby. There was something about the way she sat, the way her shoulders were slightly hunched, that tugged at Trump's attention. She wasn't like the other travelers in the room. She wasn't busy or rushing. She wasn't focused on her phone. No, she looked like she had a burden, a weight that only she could feel. Something about her energy felt different. It wasn't about strategy, ambition, or business. It was instinct. Trump felt himself drawn to her. "Are you okay?" he asked, his voice calm but firm as he approached her. The woman looked up, startled. Her eyes were tired, her expression hesitant. She hadn't expected anyone to notice her, let alone speak to her. But she looked into Trump's face and saw a sense of calm, a kind of attentiveness that wasn't about judgment. With a shaky breath, she began to speak. "Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest uploads. See you in the next video.